Reindeer's Revenge by MPZ 1968. Donner gathered the rest of Santa's sleigh team for a meeting behind the workshop. Well, except for Rudolph. He was off doing a photo shoot with Santa somewhere, the diva that he is. Anyway, Donner started the meeting. Gather round, boys, gather round. Now listen up. Everyone knows to leave milk and cookies for Santa Claus on Christmas Eve, right? Yeah, Blitzen shouted. Calm down, boy, Donner said. But what about us? We get hungry too, right? Yeah, Blitzen shouted again. Donner just shook his head. Now, we would like some corn, or some carrots, or even a big nice piece of fruitcake. Because reindeers love fruitcake. Donner continued. But no, everyone just forgets about us. But I have a plan. He gathered the team closer. Moments later, they all stepped back. Donner said, You guys got it? Good. That's the plan. As the days went by, the reindeer ate as much food as they possibly could. Without getting sick, of course. It was all part of the plan. Christmas Eve came, and Santa gathered a team and harnessed them to the sleigh. Rudolph, as always, was the last to arrive. He was too busy polishing his nose, clueless as usual. The elves loaded up the sleigh with toys. Santa gave Mrs. Claus a kiss, and away they went. The trip went off without a hitch, and so did the plan. Santa and the team arrived safely back at the North Pole. The reindeer were happy and dancing. Santa said, Ho, 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 it looks like you boys have had a good time tonight. We sure did, Santa, Donner said. We sure did. The elves unloaded the sleigh. Santa unhitched the team, letting them wander in the fields to wind down. Then they went into the house and had some hot cocoa and watched a little TV. Mrs. Claus greeted him at the door and handed him his cocoa. And then they snuggled on the couch watching Miracle on 34th Street. The original, of course, not the crappy remake. We interrupt our regularly scheduled program to bring you this breaking news bulletin. An incident occurred all over the continental United States. As Christmas morning arrived, parents and children alike were looking forward to a day of peace and joy. But instead, they are waking up to find what appears to be... I can't say that on the air. Okay. They're waking up to find what appears to be huge piles of reindeer crap that have fallen from the skies, landing on cars, houses, front yard Christmas decorations. There are no reported injuries, but the experts say that the cost of the damages is in the millions. We'll have more for you on this story as it unfolds. Now back to your regularly scheduled programs. Santa's eyes widened, his face reddened with anger, and he bellowed, Donner! Donner stopped mid-stride in the field, turned to face the rest of the team, all except Rudolph, who was wrapped up in a nice warm blanket, somewhere like usual. Donner smiled and said, Good job, boys, good job. Next year, Europe.